Okay, so this is the IM planning template for my theme. My theme is the rise of nationalism after the 9/11, and the uh, way that I went about this is not necessarily answering that, but answering the difference between nationalism and patriotism, which is commonly confused for what it is. So, in that, I have my first objective, which is staying the identity of nationalism after the 9/11 terrorist attack, and my second objective is patriotism after the 9/11 terrorist attack. And then my third one, if you come down here, is the difference between nationalism and patriotism in our society. So this sets up this allows this teacher to instruct the children and students about the difference between nationalism and patriotism, with informing them um, the information of nationalism and patriotism. When in each one you have the first the instructional planning, PIC, which is what the student's going to do and accomplish in that class, and the technological integration is how the teacher's going to teach this, with obviously adding technology and other sorts of activities that could help them aid the students in their learning process. And then the last column of this is how the student is going to project this back to the teacher, whether that be with a project, which I have lined up, or a movie, or some sort of assessment. What I did is, for all three objectives, I finally came down to, I'm just going to make one giant project out of this. And that's going to come with the three objectives coming together to allow the students to compare and contrast the difference between patriotism and nationalism after the 9/11 terror attack, and really what was prominent afterwards. And some resources that they can use is the website that I created, and other podcasts and media sources, and other news articles that have data and other stories on the topic. And then some other technological resources that can be included would be like the screencast, which I'm doing right now, or an iMovie presentation, or Prezi, or Hot Seat and Kahoot, which could be used during class to help instruct the students about what is at hand. And this is intended to be taught to my target audience, which would be high school students between 9th and 12th grade. Yes, this does require some background knowledge. I feel that the high school level students already have a pretty strong grasp of what 9/11 was and how impactful it was on the United States. So I think teaching this to an elementary school level, or intermediate for that matter, would not be effective. And I think that students in high school really could tackle this and really accomplish this successfully.